One of the region's most respected law firms with more than a...
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
On this is Solihull Radio. We'll now be observing the 2-minute silence.
In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved. And now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Good morning, Solihull. This is Reevesy. Welcome you to Brunch Time, my new show here on Solihull Radio. Sunday mornings are a special time for many, so whether you're listening in bed, enjoying a lying, or maybe chilling out with the Sunday papers, tea and toast, listen and enjoy the mix of music, chat, sports, competitions, quizzes and much, much more I have for you today on today's show. Now, I'd love you to take part in the show, enter the quizzes or just have a request played. Just give me a call on 0121 7040 185 or text 075 64 30 30 64 or email the studio at solihullradio.com. That's studio at solihullradio.com. Yeah, that's a good start to the show. Right, on the show today we have music from Jess Glynn, Ed Sheeran, Boney M, and many more of your favourite artists. We'll talk about your local fundraising efforts, what's happening in Solihull, and my guest in the studio is Christine Bland from Hall Green Little Theatre, and I'll also be chatting on the phone with Colette King, owner of Platform 3, the new wine bar and restaurant down there in Alton. We'll find out what's on, we'll have a blast from the past, and the blast from the past this week is 1978. I'll have some fascinating facts for you, much more, and you can enter our competition to win a lovely Sunday brunch down at Platform 3. And if you want to take part in the show, enter the quizzes or just have a request played, just give me a call on 0121 7040 185 or text 075 64 30 30 64 or email the studio at solihullradio.com. Now, I also have a little helper with me in the studio today. the lovely Debbie.
I'm here, yeah.
How are you, kid?
Well, I'm all right. As soon as I've robbed you of your Friday night show, I thought I'd better come along. I should be doing my ironing.
You could have brought it with you.
Well, I could have. Actually, never thought. 'Cause I stuck the basket in the back of the car.
Yeah, you could be live on the radio or do your ironing.
Well, shh. That was the iron.
Anyway,
he's got man flu, by the way.
I have.
Oh, he's sitting there milking it. Oh man, stop being wimps. Get a bit of backbone, tally ho.
Listen, if you women had to suffer this man flu we have, you'd know about it.
For 4 weeks.
Right, let's get on to the next song. Yeah, that was the smooth voice of Mick Hucknall. Right, my show is called Brunch Time. But what is a brunch, you may ask, Deb?
Well,
What is a brunch?
do you know, I don't, any time I thought that.
Well, a brunch is a meal usually taken in the morning between 11 and 2, and that combines a late breakfast and an early lunch. Now, many people think that brunch came from America, but in fact it originated in England in the late 1800s. It was served in a buffet-style manner and became popular in the United States in the 1930s. Now, it's usually a more relaxed meal than breakfast or lunch, and is considered appropriate for informal celebrations. In one episode of The Simpsons, they famously described brunch in this way. Can you imagine Homer Simpson saying this? It's not quite breakfast, it's not quite lunch, but it comes with a slice of cantaloupe at the end. You don't get completely what you get at breakfast, but you get a good meal. So there you go.
From the great man himself. If
you're having a lazy Sunday morning or just pottering around the house, doing your ironing as Debbie should be doing, why don't you just drop me a text with a request for your choice to 075 64 30 30 64. The first hour of the show is going to be quite laid back and a bit lazy. We're going to have we're going to speak to Collect King in a few moments regarding Platform 3. And then the second half, we're going to liven it up a little bit. So,
oh gosh!
So please enjoy it. Please bear with me and Debs. We've both got colds actually.
Well, Easy's worse. Oh, listen to this. Easy's worse than mine. Of course it is. I've gone through the roast. I've come through the battle.
Let's go into the next song.
Looking back over my shoulder, I can see that look in your eye. I never dreamed it could be over. I never wanted to say goodbye. Looking back over my shoulder, with an aching deep in my heart, I wish we were starting over. Oh, instead of drifting so far apart. Everybody told me you were leaving. Funny, I should be the last to know. Baby, please tell me that I'm dreaming. I just never want to let you go. Looking back over my shoulder, I can see that look in your eye, turning my heart over and over. I never wanted to say goodbye. I don't mind everybody laughing, but it's enough to make a grown man cry. 'Cause I can feel you slipping through my fingers. I don't even know the reason why. Every day it's a losing battle. Just smile and hold my head up high. Could it be that we belong together? Baby, won't you give me one more try? One more try. Looking back over my shoulder, see that look in your eye. I never dreamed that it could be over. Well, I never wanted to say goodbye. Looking back over my shoulder, oh, with an aching
And that was Mike and the Mechanics there with Over My Shoulder. Now we have a guest on at the moment now, and or I should say now, and it's Platform 3 is a new wine bar and restaurant which opened on Warwick Road, Alton. And it was the love of good company, good food and good wine that inspired the owner, Colette King, to create somewhere that combined these three elements. And I'm delighted to say that we have Colette on the phone. Hi Colette, how are you?
Good morning, I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you?
Yeah, well, apart from having man flu, I'm good.
Excellent.
Debbie's laughing at me here now.
Man flu, what a wimp.
Now, listen, ladies, don't gang up on me, please. So Colette then, Platform 3.
Yes.
Tell us about it then, because I have actually been up there, and I'll tell you what, it is a very, very nice place. So tell us, how did you come up with the idea for that then?
Thank you very much. Because we lived locally and there was nowhere we could walk to and have a glass of wine, some nice food, and coffee, breakfast, that type of thing with friends. And we saw the little fireplace shop that had closed, and we thought, wow, that would make an excellent place to do something like this. And how hard can it be? And let's just go for it. Actually, it transpires quite hard, but we still went for it, and here we are today.
Yeah, I mean, I remember years and years ago that your premises used to be a butcher shop.
Yeah, apparently it did. The old relatives of the old owners came in,
Yeah.
and showed us photographs, which was lovely, absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea of Platform 3 then, how did that come about?
It just really came. We have a couple of other pubs, and we just thought it would be a great venue for people locally. We'd enjoy it. Hopefully, they'd enjoy it. And we decided that good food. We've got an excellent chef, Craig, and we thought everybody hopefully will come and just use us as a local venue.
Right.
And
Okay.
it's as simple as that, really.
And how long have you been open?
About 11 weeks now, so we're still very new.
Yeah.
But, we've got now a good core staff who are really hardworking, friendly, and we have a lovely time here.
And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, isn't it? If you've got a bar, or a wine bar restaurant, then you need to make sure that all your staff are happy, everyone's enjoying it, because it goes through to the customers, doesn't it?
Absolutely, 100%.
And as I say, when I went in there, I've been in there a couple of times now, and I've got to say, folks, the food is lovely. You also have real ale, don't you?
We do. We have real ales
Well,
on.
I'm very observant of your Reeves, eh?
But well, you know me with ale.
Oh, yes. I know.
So, yeah, we have lots of different real ales. We have 3 on at a time, and my husband's a little bit of a wild card. He just sources anything and everything, preferably local. I think we've got some coming on from Solihull Brewery, and next week we have Baden, which seems to be very popular. That's from the Black Country. And we use Bewley Brewery, so we try and source a lot of our products where we can from local suppliers, and that goes to food as well.
Right.
So I know that you're particularly interested in our brunch menu, but we do gluten-free buttermilk pancakes.
Oh, I'm coming down.
Oh, come down.
Oh, I'm not very good with gluten. Oh.
So we have, you can have that with smoked bacon and maple syrup and blueberries if you wish.
You're salivating now, aren't you, Deb?
Oh, excuse
She's
me.
salivating now, Colette.
Just wiping my chin. Hang on.
Well,
We'll save you a portion, Debbie.
Oh, thank you very much.
smashed avocado and poached egg. That's
Yeah,
something else.
please.
Do you do a brie and cheese sandwich?
I'm sure we could.
No, brie and grape. Sorry, not cheese. Brie and grape.
We don't have that on our menu.
Oh, it's
We
beautiful.
do have we have quite a limited French menu at the moment because we're new. We wanted to see how many people wanted to have a brunch menu.
Yeah.
And I think in January we're going to have a really good play around with our brunch menu and really sort of have a look at. At the moment, we've got the smashed avo with the free poached ranged eggs, We have pastries which are handmade from a bespoke chap that brings them every day, and we've got some really natural yoghurt. Chef makes his own English strawberry compote, and you can have coffee sandwich and bacon sandwich, that type of thing. So yeah, we're going to have a little plate, which that is the beauty of it being a small place. We can play around with it.
It's very healthy. It's a very healthy menu. I like it. I like that it's healthy.
Debbie.
Yeah, well, I've just lost 2 stone, so I don't want to put it back up. But me and Reevesy would happily come in and be your tasters.
Fabulous. You'll be more than welcome. Welcome.
Well, I'll tell you what, Colette, I've just been looking through your menu here. I managed to get it up on the computer, your lunch menu. Yeah. Tell me, what is posh fish and chips?
Oh. Sort of thing I eat, that is. Posh.
Posh fish and chips. Basically, Chef obviously makes everything from fresh, and we source the fish, everything. He does the whole lot. The chips are served with what they call a pizza lute, which is a pureed garlic and cream.
Sounds lovely.
It might be calorie free, but I'm not 100% sure.
You can hear us all going.
I think we'll be up about 1 o'clock. Brilliant. Colette, listen. Now, what we also got to mention is the fantastic gins, because when I went when I went up with some colleagues from work, young Harry who works with us, he said, "I'm going to try the gins." Okay. And about 10 gins later, he must have tried every single one. And we were sipping them, we were all having a sip. And I'll tell you what, they are absolutely lovely. So where did that idea come from, the speciality gins?
Just because my husband wholesales alcohol, he's sort of really, he's alcohol mad. So it makes
I was going to say, can I just ask, has he got a drink problem?
He's alcohol mad.
God, luckily for me, he hasn't. but he is passionate about drink, and actually what he wanted to do was give people really good variety of choice, so that they can, in wines and in the gins, and really good quality at reasonable prices. So he's sort of handpicked all of our wines. We've got a really, really extensive kind of house wine list. And the gins as well. So he's actually stood next to me and said 75 wines, actually. So sorry I didn't know that, but yeah, 75 wines.
25 wines?
75.
75? Oh, crikey.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey, you won't get Reeves. You'll have to be part of the furniture.
It's one of them where you fall over when you come out.
the hair itcher and you fall out the door.
So, Colette, how did you come up with the name Platform 3 then? I mean, I know you're next to the station, but was that...
I really wish I could say it was my inspiration, but it wasn't. It was a night with a group of friends,
on the
bottles of wine.
Well, you could have come up with worse names, I suppose.
And our friend worked for the railways, and he said, "Why don't you do that? Platform 3. You've got 1 and 2 at Alton Station. Platform 3."
Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
So it was a few friends, and we had an evening where we didn't have any electricity at home, because we'd had some electrical work, and we were sat around candlelight having a good old laugh, and that's how it came up.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well, it's certainly a catchy name. People can't forget it, can they? That's for sure.
Just think of the station.
Yeah, exactly. Now then, folks.
Crawl into the station.
Yeah. Now then, folks. Colette has kindly offered us a brunch as a prize. So, to win a really lovely brunch at Platform 3, all you have to do is text me the answer to this question. On which road in Alton is Platform 3 situated? The brunch will be available on any Saturday of your choice. Tea, coffee and soft drinks are included, but unfortunately you're going to have to pay for your own alcohol.
I like that.
Sorry about that.
So there you go, guys. On which road is in Alton is Platform 3 situated? Colette, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
We appreciate it, and I'll see you in Platform 3 soon.
Lovely. Look forward to it.
Well, whether
Thanks
he'll be
very
able
much,
to
guys.
see you after the bar, I don't know about that.
Look forward to seeing you too, Debbie.
Yeah, oh, you will. You'll know when I'm in.
Excellent. Thanks very much indeed.
Take
Brilliant.
care.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my world. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, checking up, so you wanna do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. Another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day.
Right then. It's quiz time. It's quiz time, Debs. It's quiz time. Right, and don't forget, anyone who either calls, texts, or emails the show with the correct answer to any of the questions will be entered in to a prize draw to win a prize at the end of the show. Sorry, I'll just get my voice back. So if you know the answer, give me a call on 0121 70 40 185 or text 075 64 30 30 64 or email studio@solihullradio.com. Sorry, I just need to tee my song up now.
That's a technical term. Is that a little
That's what- that's a technical term.
Is that a little technical term for fiddling about with your buttons?
It is.
Honestly, do you know, sometimes these men, just give them something technical. They're happy. That's what you need to do for Christmas. Just buy them something that they can fiddle with. What you getting your... Oh, you can't say because she might be listening. I was going to ask you what you're getting your beloved wife for Christmas, Reeves, eh?
My beloved wife will have something. I can't tell it because she might be listening, so
Yeah,
I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Right, I'm ready now. I've teed it up. So, quiz question 1, folks. Don't give the answer away, Debs.
I won't.
Which group had a hit with this song in 1974?
Oh, I'm too young for that. I don't know. So I wasn't born until 2008. I'm only 10.
If I could make a wish, I think I'd pass and think of anything I need. No cigarettes, no sleep, no light, no sound, nothing to eat, no books to read. Making love with you has left me peaceful on inside. What more could I ask? There's nothing left to be desired. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe, yes, to love just to have you now. All I need is the air that I breathe. Alright, you're all I want. You're all I want. You're all I want. Peace came upon me and it breathes in me. Don't sleep, silent angel, don't you sleep. Sometimes
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
But we're all right.
Right.
Is it not, is it
The
not,
the
David?
ad pack was supposed to play then, but unfortunately it hasn't played for some reason. I don't know why. But there you go. We'll try that a little bit later.
I'd sing it, but I think I might put you off. I might lose more business than gain, really.
Do you know what? I've just realised something. I've just played.
How gorgeous I am.
Yeah, I've just played Simply Red.
Oh, right.
Right. You've got hair like Mick Hucknall.
I know. Should I tell you a little story?
Go on then.
Right, okay. When my husband was around, bless him, I went to a parents' evening at school, and I said to him, "I'll drive," and he went, "All right." So we come out of school, we went parents' evening, come out, and he said, "I'm going to walk home," because he said, "I bet you a tenner, I'll beat you home quicker walking than you are driving." So I went, "All right." Anyway, in between, I trod on a melon skin that somebody dropped on the curb, right, and I fell over behind the car. And he turned around and he went, What are you doing? Well, that was the polite version. "What are you doing?" And I went, "Oh," I said, "I can't get up." Anyway, he had to drive. And he said to me, "That was just like watching Mick Hucknall fall over." He said, "All I saw from the back of the car was your hair."
Yeah. Well, there you go. Now you've got an image. If you haven't seen a picture of Debbie, she looks just like Mick Hucknall.
I do not look like Mick
With
Hucknall.
glasses on.
And do you know what happened as well? When we were at the Food and Drinks Festival in Mel Square here, my friend from work said, she said, I could see you in the distance. I noticed your hair first." How rude.
There you go. Excuse me, coughing again. Right, on Tuesday the 13th of November, Touchwood will participate in Purple Tuesday, a nationwide campaign to recognise the importance and needs of disabled customers. The centre will adopt a purple theme for the day and is supporting the event by asking all guests to share their ideas on how to improve the shopping experience for guests with disabilities. A dedicated suggestion box is being placed on the information desk at Touchwood to enable guests to have their say on improvements that can be made. Touchwood currently provides a number of accessible facilities, including its shop mobility service offering the hire of scooters, wheelchairs free of charge. By inviting further suggestions, the aim is to discover what more can be done. Lucy Burnett, marketing manager at Touchwood, said, "Guest experience and ease of access is hugely important to us at Touchwood, and that's why we are fully behind the Purple Tuesday campaign. We want to be open for everyone and can take further steps towards a fully accessible shopping experience which is enjoyable for all." Purple Tuesday is coordinated by disability organisation Purple, with the endorsement of the Department for Work and Pensions. Coinciding with the run-up to the peak Christmas shopping period, retailers up and down the country are encouraged to go purple for a day and spread the word, whilst also implementing longer-term strategies such as training and accessibility audits. For more information and for full details of the event, follow Touchwood tweets or log on to www.facebook.com/Touchwood Solihull, or alternatively pick up an arcade guide in the centre. And just to let you know, Touchwood houses some of the best UK and international brands, designer retailers and independent boutique style stores. For further information, visit www.touchwoodsolihull.co.uk or telephone 0121 709 6900, and follow Touchwood tweets or log on to www.facebook.com/Touchwood Solihull.
words move me. Every time I'm near you, whirling like a cyclone in my mind. Baby, I want you to come into my arms. Let me feel the wonder of all of you. Could it be magic now? Now I hold on fast. Could this be the magic?
First Fields is one of the region's most respected law firms with more than 120 years' experience. Winners of the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Professional Services Award and High Growth Business of the Year Award. We have over 150 experts working across 8 regional offices, all dedicated to finding you real solutions. Get to know us better at thursfields.co.uk.
Solihullradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Joan Smith and I'm passionate about helping businesses grow. I'm an impartial broker working with experts in all areas of business support. I can support your business through different areas, for example, grants, loans, apprenticeships or training or general business advice. Get in touch via gintro.co.uk. Thanks a million.
Stagecoach Solihull teaches skills.
In drama, singing and dance.
But these skills don't just vanish when the curtain falls.
They're skills for life, stretching imaginations and improving literacy. For a career in the arts, learning new skills, or just having fun.
So visit our website
www.stagecoach.co.uk/Solihull.
Stagecoach Solihull. Skills for the arts. Skills for life. Yeah!
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Solihull Radio.
Yes, you're listening to Solihull Radio with me, Reevesy, and welcome to my new show, Brunch Time, here on Sunday morning. Now, we had Colette King on earlier on from Platform 3, the new wine bar and restaurant, which is open on the Warwick Road in Alton. And as she said, it was the love of good company, good food and good wine that inspired her to create something special, which is Platform 3. And it is a really, really nice place to go for a quiet drink after work or a really nice meal if you're celebrating. Colette has kindly given us a lovely brunch for 2 at Platform 3. All you have to do is text me the answer to this question. On which road in Alton is Platform 3 situated? On which road in Alton is Platform 3 situated? And the brunch will be available on any Saturday of your choice. Tea, coffee and soft drinks are included, but obviously you have to buy your own alcohol, I'm afraid. Right, now, I have a song now, and this is for Jackie in Alton.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change, and in the bad times I fear myself.
Tell me something, boy. Are Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change, and in the bad times I fear myself. I'm of the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never leave the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, in the shallow, in the
And there you go. That was Jess Glynn for you there. Now then, Debs, earlier on, we were talking about brunch.
Yeah. Oh, you want to
with Collect King from Platform 3.
Yeah.
So it got me thinking, what drinks go with brunch? Now,
here we go.
apparently, light drinks with fruity flavours are perfect for a light lunch with friends. One of the keys to drink pairings for brunch is to choose a cocktail that complements the style of food being served. Yeah. For example,
that's a way to sell 6,000 cocktails over a lunch hour. If ever
no.
I saw
For
one.
example, a screwdriver or melon patch are wonderful matches for fresh fruit brunch, while a Bloody Mary works well with heartier foods.
We're live on air. Please do not swear.
Often served at the brunch table, the Bloody Mary is a classic vodka cocktail that packs plenty of heat and is known to help your headache. If you had a little too much to drink.
I've got a bit of a headache. Now, should we go and have one?
Do you know what we should have done? We should have actually brought the ingredients in and mixed one here. And then Christine, by the way, guys, Christine has joined us from Hall Green Little Theatre.
My second home.
Hello, Christine. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good. Right, and what I'll do, this Bloody Mary, right?
Will you stop swearing? We're on air.
The ingredients, right? 1 large handful of ice.
Oh, that's boring.
100 millilitre of vodka.
Oh, now we're
That's better.
talking. Oh.
500 ml of tomato juice, 1 tablespoonful of lemon juice, plus 2 slices of lemon to serve.
Right, okay.
A few shakes of Worcester sauce, a few shakes of Tabasco. That's to
It's a little bit
taste.
spicy then.
Yeah, but that's to taste, isn't it? That's whatever taste you want. How your taste buds are. A pinch of salt, a pinch of black pepper, and 2 celery sticks to serve it with.
And then fry it in a pan.
So you place the ice in a large jug, measure 100 millilitres of vodka, add 500 millilitres of tomato juice, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and pour straight into the ice.
We know what you're doing this afternoon.
Add 3 shakes of Worcester sauce and Tabasco, a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, stir until the outside of the jug feels cold, and then strain the cocktail into 2 tall glasses. Just enough for 2.
It's a romantic
Top
afternoon for you and Jackie then.
Top up with fresh ice, add a celery stick and a lemon slice to both glasses and enjoy. That sounds lovely.
It does, except for the celery stick. It looks a bit rustic.
Don't you like a celery stick?
Oh, I love celery, but I mean, stick it in a cocktail. Come on, it wouldn't look very different. Might as well put a flag on it.
Right, now.
No.
That was
real naval.
It
Why
was.
you said that then? Go on, say it again, like a commanding officer. No.
I'm going to play something now. You probably won't remember this because I know you're too young.
Yeah, I am very young, man.
Christine and I probably will.
No, Christine's very young.
We were about 10 years of age at the time.
How rude.
Anyway. we might even have been about 8, but we'll put this one on anyway.
I remember this.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you, honey, oh sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. I just can't believe the loveliness of loving you. I just can't believe it's true. I just can't believe the wonder of this feeling too. I just can't believe it's true. Ah, sugar. Oh, honey, honey. You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. When I kissed you, girl, I knew how sweet a kiss could be. I know how sweet a kiss can be. Like the summer sunshine, pour your sweetness over me. Pour your sweetness over me. Oh, sugar, sugar on it, honey. Pour little sugar on it, baby.
Life's so sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pour little sugar on it. Oh, yeah. Pour little sugar on it, honey. Pour little sugar on it, baby.
And there you go. That was a little bit of sugar there.
Mm-hmm.
We've just been having a chat
I
off
don't know
air
why
there.
he's laughing at me. I haven't said anything yet. Go on.
Yeah, and Debbie is too young. Christine and I just about remember that one, don't we, Christine?
We do.
No. Oh, thank you. It's the first time you paid me a
Okay
compliment
then.
this morning.
Right, we now have Christine Bland in from Hall Green Little Theatre.
My second home.
Hello, Christine. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Good. Right then, Christine, tell us about what your role is at the theatre to start with.
Various. That's the nice thing about Hall Green. You can do anything, really. So everything from directing, acting, sorting out props, costume, fundraising, serving the coffee, washing up.
So do you ever have time for your own life?
No.
No.
No. It can take over. If you're actually involved in a play, then for 6 weeks, it's your life, really. Right, but then you can have a rest if you think, oh, I don't fancy doing the next one, I'll have a rest. Then you just perhaps do front of house for a couple of nights to help them out, and that's it. So you can do as much as you like or as little as you are able, really.
Right, so you say 6 weeks. Is that a production lasts 6 weeks, does it?
It's a 6 weeks rehearsal period.
Oh, right, okay.
So we rehearse intensively for 6 weeks. So
And it is intense.
It is, isn't it? But it's fun.
Now, as you know, guys, we've got Debbie here with us today, and Deb's also is involved with Hall Green Little Theatre.
Yes.
You're an actor, I believe.
An actor. Well, actually, I started in costume, didn't I, Christine?
Yes, and we need you back. There's a pantomime on.
She needs me back. So, basically, I started in costume. I was absolutely petrified when I went there, and I talk a lot when I'm petrified, so they wonder where I'd landed, actually, to be fair. And God love them, they put up with me. And it's like a tree, I describe Hall Green Little Theatre, and its branches reach out, and you just think, because I thought I'll have to have a bit of time off to concentrate on my radio, and then you just think that you just got away, and then one of its little branches hooks you back in. So I'm doing another little play in January, 2 nights.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Christine, what's going on over the next few weeks and in through Christmas then with what productions have you got in?
Right. Well, at the moment we've just started. We've just done our second night of the play that I actually directed, which is called Heroes. And it's really, really pertinent because it's the story of 3 First World War soldiers who are now in a home for injured soldiers, but it's now 1959. So it's the story of these 3 men, and they reminisce, joke, plot great adventures. Or at least they want to escape from their terrace of the retirement home because they got fed up with all the birthday parties. It's a lovely play. We've just had a review from Behind the Arras, and we were really, really pleased to get a 5-star review.
Right.
Because although people may think, oh, it's a war story, I don't want to war. It's not. It's a bit like Last of the Summer Wine for people with O-levels.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more than that, but it's worked really, really well. Just 3 actors. We're up in the studio. The set I'm really, really pleased with, and that was commented on in the review. But I have to just quote, because I'm really, really proud of this review. So he's basically said it was a delight from start to finish. It's a gentle comedy that's a pleasure to watch. A beautifully acted and directed theatrical delight. So if you want something to do over the next 5 nights, 6 nights, we've still got 6 to go, then come along to Hall Green.
So what time does it start?
It starts at 7:30.
Is there a bar?
Of course,
for
there's a
heaven's
bar.
sake. Everywhere.
And the beauty...
And there's gin. You're all right.
Yeah. There's several gins.
Yes.
We have a little gin bar.
Yeah, I tried one the other week.
Well, this is called brunch time, so we need to talk about gins, alcohol, food, anything.
Well, you do.
Yeah, well...
I've got to say, that acting in the studio...
So it starts... So what time do the doors open then? What time?
The doors open at 7.
Right, okay.
You can either get tickets by going onto the HGLT website or through the box at the rep, or you can come along on the night. We are up in the studio, so there are 60 seats up in the studios.
Right, okay.
At the moment, we have tickets for every night, and you can just turn up at the theatre and say, have you got a ticket? and they're £8. So a real bargain.
Well, I was to say that's quite a cheap night out these days, isn't it?
Yeah, and the bar prices are cheap too.
I was going to say the bar prices are. I think it was something like, I can't remember, £3 something for gin and a tonic or something. Yeah. Really
Very
cheap.
good.
The beer. Oh,
And
you'll be in your element. The beer's really cheap. We'd have to scrape him off the car. Right.
Listen, everyone thinks that I'm a big drinker. I'm not really.
Is ex-Royal Navy, Christine? This is the problem. And it's not all dry crackers and rolls.
No. They've stopped serving grog, haven't they?
They have, yes.
Yeah, that's
They
a
stopped that
shame.
In 1971.
Right. Oh, right.
They stopped serving that in October 1971, and I joined in March 1972. So I think they knew. I think they knew something was coming. But there you go. So what about other productions you got on coming up to Christmas then, Christine?
We've got a very famous pantomime, and this year it's Babes in the Wood, which has been written mainly by Jean Wilde, who's one of our members, and Roy Palmer, who's also a member. And this is a traditional family pantomime, 4 years and upwards. It's really suitable for, and that's on from the 7th to the 15th of December. We do 3 matinees, which are very popular. So if you want to come to a matinee, you need to book quickly.
And if you want to see how a dame should be played, you need to come and see Roy.
Yeah,
really.
He's got such a natural. He's a good dame, actually. Saying that.
Me?
Yeah.
A dame?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think
stand there going whoop, pushing your boobs. Whoop.
On that note, we're going to have another song, and we'll speak to Christine in a short while.
said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they're gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the nightman, we are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
And that was a bit of one of my favourite groups there, the Eagles. And that was for Kevin, Pip, Nigel and all the gang at Solihull Moors. That was for you. Now, we have our guest in the studio today is Christine Bland from Hall Green Little Theatre. And earlier on, Christine, before that, you was telling us about how you had actually directed Heroes. So how did you get into directing?
Well, I was a primary school teacher and had done lots and lots of children's shows because I was in charge of English and drama, so I did the shows. Then joined Hall Green and did bits and pieces of acting and so on. And then it seemed a good idea to perhaps branch out and have a go at directing. We've got two theatres. We've got the main theatre, which seats 170, and we've got the studio, which Heroes is in, which seats 60, as I said. And that's a little less scary. So most people start by doing a studio play and just try. And what we try and do is, if we've got a new director, we try and make sure they've got experienced actors in the play.
Right.
And vice versa, really. If we've got a lot of new actors, then we try and make sure that they're directed by an experienced director, so it balances out, really. And then it's just trying, having a go. We do things collaboratively at Hall Green, so if you're not careful, you can have 10 directors in a play because they're all helping.
Yes.
Yeah, I should imagine it's like everyone in a football crowd is a manager.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it.
You can hear yourself going, shut up.
Don't say anything.
But I have to say, my 3 men in Heroes have been really, really good, and most of the time they have listened.
Right.
So that's been fine. It's been a pleasure. It's been great.
Oh, brilliant. Do you fancy directing, Debs? Because you're a bit bossy, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but I don't know whether I don't know. I've never thought of it, because to be honest, when I started there, as I said, I was in costume, and then somebody said, it was your sister Louise. She put me in for as Conchita Horrocks.
As a what?
Conchita Horrocks.
Oh.
Yes, I know, it's very Spanish. Acostama! That's what I used to say all the time.
Oh, right.
Anyway, so I really enjoyed that. I was absolutely petrified. It was my first acting thing, and I was on the big stage. And it's big when you're up there.
Yeah.
It's big, and I was I actually was absolutely petrified. Every night my lines changed because I couldn't get them right. It didn't matter what I did. But then I went up to the studio, and what was the first one we did in the studio? I'm trying to think. Was it Agatha Christie?
I think it was
Paul
Agatha
Holt?
Christie.
Paul
Yeah.
Holt. See, I quite like working with Paul Holtam. He's a director at our theatre, and he's quite laid back about everything. And then suddenly one night he'll go, right, no script. And you think, oh my gosh.
What?
No
So you have to
script.
play with
Well,
no
you-
script.
Yeah. Well, no, you've got your scripts, but by a certain time you need to know your
You
lines.
need to learn your lines.
As
Oh, I
soon
see.
as you get them lines, your bedtime read is your lines.
Yeah.
Any spare minutes in the day, sit in the car at lunchtime at work, learning your lines.
So how long do these plays last then, Christine? As an actor, like you might have what you're on stage for 2 hours, an hour and a half.
Yeah. I mean, this one, Heroes, is actually a short play.
Right.
So it actually finishes at 9:10, so there's plenty of time for the bar. But
She said that looking at me then.
but most of them finish. It's about 2 hours no more than 2.5 hours
Right.
with an interval. We have
Right.
a 20-minute interval.
Nothing
So-
go at the bar.
So that's why I'd be a rubbish actor, because I can't remember lines, you know.
Well, the thing is, I'm 55. 55.
Never,
Anyway, and
never.
yeah. And I must confess, that's the one thing that worries me, is the fact that because when ladies hit a certain time in life, their memory seems to go down the pan. I don't know whether it's just me or not, but I do worry about. That's my biggest worry when I do it, is my lines.
Well, I think it's everybody's worry, really.
Yeah.
But you'd be amazed how you do. I mean, I've actually got better at learning them. I think, when I stopped working full time and my head wasn't full of work,
Yeah.
it gave me space to have room for my words. So
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
actually found it easier since I've stopped working
It's
full time.
finding your line learning process
Yeah,
as well. Some
yeah.
people record them and listen
Right.
and subliminally take it in. Some people, I personally have to highlight, and then I have to sit and I just focus on what they are. Then I focus on the
Cues.
cue
Right.
lines.
So how long then would you have to learn the lines?
Six.
It's just
Well,
6 weeks.
we audition probably 8 weeks before, 8 or 9 weeks before the show actually goes on. So if you're cast, you do have those 3 weeks before rehearsals start to start. Some people like to learn their lines before they rehearse.
Yeah.
Some people like to get fairly familiar, but then link their moves with their lines. So everybody's different, really. But
Right.
you do have to be quite strict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say, I'm sorry, you're just gonna. We have a prompt so that if you lose it, we can help you. But put your book down and just give it a go.
Yeah.
It's really scary putting that book
It
down.
is. It's like you've put down your teddy bear. Honestly.
I was, when I was at school, I was the cat in Dick Whittington.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
And they dressed me up in this I don't think it was latex, I don't think it was around then, but they dressed me up in this stuff, and I looked a proper plonker, you know, and I always remember that. I walked onto the stage and all my schoolmates, everyone there, and all they did was snigger, and I think that put me off acting completely, because, you know, it's just...
Well, I didn't think.
I only had about 10 lines. One of them was meow.
I didn't
Meow.
think I would ever, to be fair, and I probably said this to Christine and various people, I didn't think you'd ever get me on that stage. I know what I'm like. I know I'm outgoing. I know I'm, the laughing. But to get up there, and when we did Dusty Springfield, I had quite big monologues to say. I had like sections. There was about 4 or 5 I had to do, and I was 6 different characters in that.
Really?
Yeah. So I had about 4 different accents to do as well, on top of
Crikey.
learning the. And the number of nights I just went blank, and I was stood in front of the audience and I was just doing this. I was clicking my fingers at the prompt, and you feel so rude because it's somebody you know, but you've just got to get out quick. And it was like, it is.
Well, my 3 gentlemen don't have that luxury because I haven't had a prompt for the actual run. Because it's the sort of play that if they were prompted, it would destroy the atmosphere straight off.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we've had 1 or 2 interesting moments, but they've managed.
But they're lovely, the 3 men you've
yeah.
got in it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Got my friend Richard. I love Richard Woodward. He's such a... He's just so... I just love the way he is.
Yeah.
Then there's John, who's quite... He was the inspector in one of our plays. John is just John.
And he's got a very, very dry sense of humour.
He has
lovely.
a very dry.
Yeah.
And then there's Steve, who's...
and he's done really well
Yeah.
because they're obviously supposed to be men of a certain age, and Stephen is 20 years younger.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's absolutely convinced
Carries
the
it off.
audience.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what else have you got happening then, Christine, as well at the theatre?
Well, as I say, Babes in the Wood, where you can meet Nursey, Robin Hood, Maid Marian, and Bonnie the cuddly dog, who's beautiful.
Oh. Is
then-
that a real dog, by the way?
No.
No.
We do have a theatre dog.
Yes.
We have Maisie the theatre dog,
Right.
who belongs to Jean, and she is very much part of our theatre. Comes to most rehearsals.
Walks round.
She makes sure that the set's done properly, and she has her own Facebook page.
She's like a human in dog
Yeah.
form.
She has her own Facebook page, so if you look up Maisie Theatre Dog, you can get to her Facebook page, and she
There
keeps
you
you
go,
up
folks.
to date.
Maisie Theatre Dog.
She's
Facebook
lovely.
page.
She is a lovely dog, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she is.
She's
She
a
is.
rescue dog. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right then, I'm going to play another relaxing song. This is for...
Oh,
Oh,
Why is he looking at me? I wish you could see
I'm
his...
not saying this is for...
Folks, I wish you could see his
This is
face.
for all you hard-working mums out there.
What are you trying to say? I'm not. How rude.
My Sherry, you're more lovely as a summer day. My Sherry, you're more distant as the Milky Way. My Sherry, you're more pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. I wish that you were mine. In a cafe, or sometimes on a crowded street. I've been near you, but you never noticed me. My Sherry, won't you tell me how could you ignore that behind that little smile I wore? I wish that you were mine. La 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 la. Maybe someday you'll see my face among the crowd. Maybe someday I'll share your little distant cloud. Oh, Sherry, you're more pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. I wish that you were mine. La 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 la
And there you go, that was for all you hard-working mums out there. All their cooking Sunday lunch.
Except for me. Who should be doing me
That's a
ironing.
hint to my wife.
How rude, Jackie.
No, she's cooking Sunday lunch.
She stood over
we got
a
all the
Yorkshire
family coming round
sister.
later, so grandkids jumping everywhere and going
You got
by
a
me.
dishwasher, or are you going to wash up?
I'm
for
the
her?
dishwasher.
Oh, yeah.
I am.
You've
Yeah,
got a John Hussey.
I always do the dishwashing. I look lovely, my little pinny.
Oh,
Anyway,
let's
Christine.
not go down this path.
Christine, what else do you want to tell us then about Hall Green Little Theatre?
Okay, well, in the new year, we've got a really good, hard-working writers group who support each other in writing new pieces of any sort of drama at all, isn't it? And they're putting on for 2 nights a showcase of their work. We call it Brave New Words, and this is number 5, so they've done it now for the last 5 years. And on the 18th and 19th of January, for 2 nights only, up in the studio, they'll be showcasing some of their work. And I think somebody I know might be in it.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you, Debs?
Yeah, I was in it last year. I was. Me and Tony were the. Tony O'Hagan who rings in. We were the argumentative husband and wife.
Oh,
they didn't have to try very hard.
I developed a up north accent, and I went, "Oh, Tony." Anyway, it's about like that. But this time it's with Richard Woodward, who's so frighteningly brainy that his jokes, when he laughs at a joke, you don't understand it, so you just laugh anyway. Anyway, so he's doing an improvisation, so I don't really know what I've never done that before, so that's a new challenge.
Good example of a new challenge, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what that's going to involve, but it's not slightly worrying me. It's sort of
going to be interesting.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting. And then in February we've got a really interesting play called The Arsonists, and this is the story of when mysterious fires are started all over town, but Gottlieb Biedermann, I think that's how you pronounce it, isn't worried, not until a sinister stranger arrives. Should he send him packing, or is appeasement the best policy? And this, it's interesting, things that threaten us, do we get rid of them, or do we say, oh, all right, come on in then? So it's got a lot of resonance for today's world, actually. So that again, it's got some very funny moments, but got some very thought-provoking moments, and that's in the main theatre. So that's a really interesting, different sort of play.
Oh, right, brilliant.
That's from the 1st to the 9th of February. All of this is on the HGLT website if anyone is interested.
So there you go then, guys. Get on the website. Go along and see the plays, and I'll come along with Jackie, and we'll see. We'll see one. That'll be good fun.
But the thing is, with Hall Green Little Theatre, you don't go in, and they're not all. Should say this really, they're not all lovies. They're normal people, and you go in and they talk normal things like, "Did you have fish and chips for tea?" No, I didn't. I had fried egg. It's not. There's not any. There's none of that. And
the other thing that I really, really like is that we've got ages from 8 to 88,
right,
and everybody mixes together. You don't have the oldies down one end and the youngsters up the other. It's a really, really good place for all ages.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Christine, thank you very much indeed for coming in today. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been lovely.
Anytime, and we'll see you again soon.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lost in the Milky Way, smile at the empty sky, wait for the moment a million chances may all collide. I'll be the guiding light, swim to me through stars that shine down, and call to the sleeping world as they fall to earth. So here's your life, we'll find a way. We're sailing blind, but it's certain, nothing's certain. I don't mind, I get the feeling you'll be fine. I still believe that in this world we've got
There you go. That's a life of Riley there for you. Now then, it's a blast from the past. And this week, my blast from the past is
1978.
1978. Now, in 1978, in February of 1978, Anna Ford became the first female newsreader on ATN. Yeah. What I also must say before I start there, actually, scientists have discovered that despite an overabundance of polyester flares and bouffant hair, 1978 was the year that the world's quality of life peaked. After that, it gradually deteriorated. And as I say, in February, Anna Ford became the first female newsreader on ITN. In April, the first official naturist beach opened at Fairlight Glen in Covehurst Bay near Hastings.
Get me there.
8th of June, Naomi James became the first woman to sail around the world single-handedly.
Right, okay.
The 25th of July, Louise Brown became the first world's first human born from vitro fertilisation in Oldham.
Test tube baby then.
That's right, test tube baby. 29th of November, Viz Anderson was the Nottingham Forest defender, became England's first black international footballer when he appeared in a 1-0 friendly win over Czechoslovakia at Wembley. And James Callaghan was Prime Minister, or Callaghan was Prime Minister. The Rivers of Babylon was a massive hit in Europe for Boney M, and that was recorded as the biggest selling single of 1978. I was going to play that, but unfortunately something's gone wrong with it and I haven't got it. Yeah. So there you go, never mind. An average house would set you back £13,820. A pint of milk was 11 pence, a loaf of bread was 28p, and a packet of cigarettes was 58 pence. So there you go.
Cigarettes were 58 pence?
58 pence. And the Bee Gees' Saturday Night Fever became the biggest selling album of all time until overtaken in 1983. So what do you think of that, Debs? Was you around then?
Yeah. I was. I remember Boney M. He was a bit weird, that guy, wasn't he? Was he the one that always danced around with the big afro? Yeah, he's got a bigger afro than me did. Yeah, no, I was around. I do remember the things. I remember having flares. Flares. I
had flares.
I remember having a pinafore dress with the biggest buttons God ever made on it. I remember that. I remember having my hair in a lion cut. But all my friends had straight hair, and theirs fell into the lion cut, so it looked all... The lion cut was like a layered cut years ago.
Oh, right.
But because mine's so curly, when I had it done, I looked like crystal tips. It just took off. My hair was too curly. And obviously it didn't have straighteners then. Didn't have any of the mod cons you have for your hair now.
Right then, well there you go then. Bee Gees' Saturday Night Fever became the biggest selling album of all time, and here's the title song from that one.
She moves through the
First Fields is one of the region's most respected law firms with more than 120 years' experience. Winners of the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Professional Services Award and High Growth Business of the Year Award. We have over 150 experts working across 8 regional offices, all dedicated to finding you real solutions. Get to know us better at firstfields.co.uk.
Solihullradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Joan Smith and I'm passionate about helping businesses grow. I'm an impartial broker working with experts in all areas of business support. I can support your business through different areas, for example, grants, loans, apprenticeships or training or general business advice. Get in touch via gintro.co.uk. Thanks a million.
Stagecoach Solihull teaches skills
in drama, singing and dance.
But these skills don't just vanish when the curtain falls.
They're skills for life, stretching imaginations and improving literacy. For a career in the arts, learning new skills, or just having fun.
So visit our website
www.stagecoach.co.uk/Solihull.
Stagecoach Solihull. Skills for the arts.
Skills for life.
Yeah!
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Solihull Radio.
And now we come on to our What's On in Solihull. If you fancy a movie, check out Cineworld in Touchwood Centre, which has a full programme over the weekend and into next week, including Halloween, A Star Is Born, Overlord, Johnny English Strikes Again and Bohemian Rhapsody. Cineworld's also offering cut price deals for kids in their Movies for Juniors scheme, which features Sergeant Stubby, an unlikely hero. For further information, check out the Cineworld website. At the Core Theatre next Tuesday, Hazel O'Connor, Breaking Glass. Join singer Hazel O'Connor as she celebrates the classic 80s film Breaking Glass, in which she starred with Phil Daniels and Jonathan Pryce. After this special screening of the digital remastered film, she will join the audience for a question and answer session before a special live performance of selected songs from the film. You will have the opportunity to ask questions about her experience working on the film and about her life and career before and after the film's release. Join Hazel for this nostalgic evening of film, music, followed by a special meet and greet with an audience in the Encore Cafe Bar. That's next Tuesday, 13th of November at 7 o'clock. Tickets are £25. To book, contact the Core Theatre website. On Thursday the 15th of November, also at the Core, we have a Box of Frogs, John Birmingham's premier comedy improvisation group, in this fun night at the studio. Box of Frogs perform high-octane improvised comedy, nonsense based entirely on your suggestions. It's a 7:30 start. Tickets are £8. To book, contact the Core Theatre website. And on Sunday the 18th of November at Isabella's on the Warwick Road, they invite you to their Ladies' Night, complete with a fashion show with Celebrity Closet and Della and James. There's also a live skincare tutorial. My music stopped. There you go. Isabella's on Warwick Road. They invite you to their Ladies' Night, complete with a fashion show with Celebrity Closet and Della and James. There's also a live skincare tutorial, live makeup tutorial with Danny Smith from the Makeup Spot, an audience with psychic Steph Marsden, and a Michael Bublé tribute. Amazing raffle prizes will also be available, with the money being raised on the night for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Entry is £20, and that includes Prosecco on arrival and canapes. To book, call 0121 709 9494. Do you fancy that one, Debs?
Nah.
That's 0121 709 4494. Let's get it right.
Right, okay.
And that was Ragdoll there, the Four Seasons. Now, Touchwood Street Eats even. There's a new food concept in town, guaranteed to introduce Solihull to a range of cuisines from around the world. It's called Touchwood Street Eats. Set around a giant teepee in Theatre Square, an array of street food sellers will be offering their mouth-watering cuisine every Thursday, Friday and Saturday from 12 noon. Each week there'll be something different to surprise and delight diners who want to enjoy a new experience in the heart of the town.
Very nice.
Decked out with twinkling lights, plenty of seating
Twinkling lights.
and a fully stocked bar. The Touchwood Street
There
Eats...
we go again, there's a theme.
Yeah, there is a theme today. The Touchwood Street Eats TP offers a cool vibe and will open its doors from the 22nd of November. Guests will be able to soak up the atmosphere, inhale the arousing aromas, filling the air, then grab a bite and a drink before retreating inside the teepee for the chance to catch up with friends and colleagues. If you're looking for something different for your Christmas get together with friends or an office night out, then look no further as the teepee makes a perfect venue.
Cosy.
Very cosy, yeah. Lucy Burnett, marketing manager at Touchwood, said, "We're really excited to be transforming Theatre Square with Touchwood Street Eats, a brand new concept designed to bring people together and enjoy the unique dishes in great company. Pop-up street food vendors have taken the country by storm, and we can't wait to be part of the tasty revolution." Touchwood Street Eats will be open for street food from Thursday to Saturday from the 22nd of November. And just again to let you know that Touchwood houses some of the UK's best restaurants, international brands, designer retailers and independent boutique style stores. For further information visit www.touchwoodsolihull.co.uk or telephone 0121 709 6900. Now we have a request, and this is Brian from Solihull, from Damson Parkway, I believe. This is for you.
Turn your magic on. With me, she'd say everything you want to dream away. We are legends every day. That's what she told me. And I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. I feel my heart beating. You make me feel like I'm alive again. Alive again. Oh, you make me feel like I'm alive again. Said I can't go on, not in this way. I'm a dream that died by light of day. Gonna hold up high the sky and say, only I own it. And I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. Oh, I can feel my heart beating. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm alive again. Everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds taking shape. We are diamonds taking shape.
Right then, guys, I'm afraid we've come to the end of the show. Now, what I'm going to do, I've had some entries for the competition, but unfortunately, you've given me the wrong answer, guys. We know it's in Alton. I wanted to know whereabouts in Alton is it, and that was Platform 3. Whereabouts in Alton is Platform 3? Now, I'm going to hold the competition over to next week, right? So hopefully we'll get some correct answers next week. I'll run the competition again for you then. I'd just like to thank you all now for listening to my new show. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit ropey at times, but we are going to. It will improve as the weeks go by. So thanks for listening to me, Reevesy, here on Solihull Radio. Hope you've enjoyed it. My thanks to Colette King from Platform 3. And Christine Bland from Hall Green Little Theatre, and of course the lovely Debbie for being here in the studio today.
Wow, one does one's best in a crisis.
Now, you are going to see Rick Astley, aren't you, soon?
Oh, so excited! Me and my friend Nora, we've got tickets. We're going to see Rick Astley and Gabrielle. Oh my gosh, the man with the quiff.
Really, you loved him, didn't you? Yeah.
Well,
so
it's just his boppy, isn't he? He's boppy.
Okay. All right then. Well, I'll play out with a Rick Astley song. But guys, thank you all very much for listening. Have a great week ahead and stay safe. And I'll leave you with this thought. Smile more than you cry, and give more than you take, and love more than you hate. See you next Sunday. Ta-da.
Oh, that's nice.
We've been trying for a long time to say what we want to say, but feelings don't come easy to express in a simple way. But we all have feelings, we all need loving, and who would be the fool to say that if you hold me in your arms, I won't feel better? If you hold me in your arms, we can brave this storm together. We both know there's a problem that we've got to face. So put your trust in me, lover. No one's ever gonna take your place. 'Cause we all have a problem, we all have fears, but there's always got to be a way. Yes, we all